of Science in Molecular Biophysics unit in 90s, I was very frustrated. I decided India will not do genome, and I knew Charles Cantor, 1985. I was I was in his laboratory for a few months. That's the only summer vacation I've taken. Maybe I took that summer vacation for Destiny of India, because my wife had a year fellowship in Pittsburgh. It's a public lecture. I won't tell you stories. I don't bore you in details. So she went for a year. She was also working in IISc. And then we had a baby, so she wanted to keep her babysit. And I was supposed to go to Charles Cantor's laboratory, but I didn't go as a postdoc. So I got an opportunity. He said, why don't you come over? And I discovered that time that the restriction enzymes can detect structure of DNA. And it will cut or not cut depending on the structure. So I had a dream how to look at structure inside the cell using enzymes. And Charles Cantor has lots of enzymes and methylases. So idea was that if you can, so he said, come over, I have everything. And that time India had only Center for Biochemical Technology, which is to supply 4 restriction enzymes. And that's all. Whereas whole table was available. So I went there. And of course I was a visiting scientist, so I got a lot of money. So I asked my wife, you want to buy a new car when I go back? Or you want to have babysitting for your son? She said, I want to have babysitting, too expensive babysitting place. So I put all the money. And that's how I keep telling my son, I paid for your babysitting. But what happened? 1985 summer, Charles Deleuze was looking for a new big project. The idea was Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Bombay. There was a discussion, how much is the mutation taking place for the people who are survived? Is the rate of mutation larger than this? So they had gathered all nucleic acid structural chemists and all sorts of people on nucleic acid, and they came to Utah Mountain to have a meeting in 1984's winter, and they wrote a report. The report saying that we have to do 10 to the power 10 nucleotide sequencing. Human genome is 10 to the power 9. And that's not possible because we only can do a few hundred to 1,000 sequences. So forget it. And they all went for skiing in the Utah Mountain. That's what scientists do. They go for a meeting, and then of course nice place, then you can go for that, right? But this report was picked up by Charles Deleuze in summer, and he realized that there is a big project. If all these people can do up to 10 to the power 6, that's what they wrote limit, which is like a bacterial genome, maybe 1,000 times more. Maybe we can do human. So he called Charles Cantor, Zim, another one of the Nobel laureate like Gilbert, and they had a meeting. And Charles Cantor comes back, and I tell you, I'll never forget that evening. He said, Shabir, come, we'll have a dinner. We have another friend of mine. These two people started talking that how to do genome sequencing. 1985, when Pfizer will agree, if you do a 200 nucleotide sequencing or do 1 gene sequencing, 2000, you get a paper in nucleic acid research. Only 1978, late 70s, right? Just 70s. Doing 78 nucleotide gave you Nobel Prize. So how is it possible, right? 1,700 nucleotide sequencing of it gave Gilbert the Nobel Prize. And we're talking about billion to trillion. Are you crazy? But that's the power of imagination. And that power of imagination, that evening I learned. So I'll take you, next slide, tells me my journey from my molecular biophysics unit, where I started as a student in JRN, all the way to the professorship. And then what brought me here? 2 people, that's what. In 19, so I was asked for to give a, so Charles Cantor asked me, come. I organized in 87 the first genome analysis meeting at Indian Institute of Science, but I couldn't convince people. Padmanabhan was a student who learned how to do a Parsifal electrophoresis, who was eventually director. So I realized, Berkeley asked me, Lawrence Berger, so I went there, I agreed that no, India will organically go to India, so let me go. I had a tie-up with Russia, but Russia broke. Soviet Union had resource problems. I actually went, agreed, came back. But 26 September of 1990, CSR announced Shanti Swarup Award. And I was awarded, and I was only 37, 38. So suddenly you ask yourself, should I go? I'll get research grant all through. I don't want to compete. What will my children tell, grandchildren tell? The new genome will be important for India, but you left. Because I got elected to Hugo. So, because of the Charles Catter and the Mensavika, they nominated me. Why I'm telling this, history happens as you meet people, and accident takes place. So I decided to stay there. Then, I listened to Abdul Kalam in 1996. And I realized Abdul Kalam could build the entire rocket science in a national system. I have met Swaminarayan.